From Simone Biles seemingly defying the laws of physics, to Oleg Vernayev not knowing how a substance entered his body, these are gymnasts who've been accused of cheating. Simone Biles may only be 4 feet and 8 inches tall, but the 26-year-old powerhouse of an athlete has the ability to send entire stadiums into a pin drop silence.
Here we go, right off the bat, the very first tumbling pass. Triple twisting, double back.
As she launches into some of the trickiest rotations the world's ever seen. But as unstoppable as she is, the young gymnast made history at the World Championship in Stuttgart, Germany in 2019, when she appeared to completely defy the laws of physics with an epic tumbling pass called a triple-double. Let me quickly break it down for you so you can process just how phenomenal this feat is. She basically rotates around an axis, goes through her hips twice, and at the same time, rotates from head to toe 3 times. Feeling dizzy yet? It's completely insane, but with Simone, anything's possible. She became the first female gymnast and only the 3rd athlete ever to successfully land this move. The epic performance earned her huge applause from the audience, and the routine was eventually renamed the Biles 2. What an honor, right? But when the world was celebrating this historic achievement, some critics accused Biles of cheating, arguing that the maneuver was too difficult and shouldn't be allowed in competitions. Ultimately, though, the move was approved by the International Gymnastics Federation, and Biles was vindicated. As you can see, even the best of the best aren't immune from cheating accusations. Now, Biles may have been caught in a cheating scandal because she pulled off something seemingly impossible, but imagine being accused of cheating when you don't even know how a substance entered your body. Yup, artistic gymnast Luisa Galuina from Uzbekistan was thrown out of the 2012 London Olympics after she failed a standard drug test. The then 20-year-old Luisa was suspended after testing positive for the banned substance, diuretic furosemide. Luisa claimed she hadn't taken the banned substance and had no idea how it entered her system. As it turns out, Luisa claimed that 1 month before the competition, she'd been treated by her mother while she was at home sick and had been given medication for a heart condition that contained natural herbs intended for her to relax and sleep. To make matters worse, furosemide's often sold under the brand name Lasix and can be used to treat congestive heart failure and high blood pressure. But in the gymnastics world, it's often used as a masking agent for other drugs, hence the ban on the substance. In the end, Luisa was excluded from the London Games, and her hopes and dreams were shattered. Doping scandals aside, there has been plenty of moments in the history of gymnastics where coaches have lied about the ages of their participants. At the 2016 Rio Olympics, Russia's Sieta Tukhayan was accused of age falsification when she was only 15. In most sports, athletes pretend to be younger than they actually are in order to compete. But gymnastics has the opposite problem. The FIG has long imposed a minimum age bracket to protect youngsters from a cutthroat environment, with the minimum age to compete in gymnastics set at 16. Sieta came under the watchful eye of the FIG after they launched an investigation, but was ultimately cleared of any wrongdoing. Sieta's banned substance incident was hardly the only issue at the 2016 Rio Olympics, though. In fact, the event was filled with controversies. Brazilian gymnast Arthur Nori Mariano won a bronze medal in the men's floor exercise category, but several cheating allegations surfaced following his performance, when a viral video posted to social media appeared to show Mariano using his hands to balance himself on the mat during his routine. The use of hands to support oneself is a clear violation of the rules, and the gymnastics community was outraged over the alleged violation. But you can put your pitchforks down, because after the FIG officials reviewed the footage, they concluded that Mariano hadn't cheated at all. And the part about him using his hands to support himself was a deliberate move, part of his routine, known as the planche presse, which takes incredible strength to pull off. Thankfully, following the investigation, the young gymnast was allowed to keep his hard-earned bronze medal. Now, despite the federation's ruling, fans and commentators were still skeptical of the performance and started a larger debate about the use of tech in judging gymnastics. Well, even the use of tech in judging won't be enough to get rid of some scandals. and Michaela Maroney is all too familiar with this. At the 2012 London Olympic Games, the American gymnast bagged a silver medal in the vault event, but her performance was mired by controversy after she was accused of cheating by bribing the judges for giving her artificially inflated scores. Critics claim judges unfairly favored her over other competitors, while others said her performance was simply perfect, and the high scores were well-deserved. Eventually, the FIG got involved, but officials found no evidence that pointed to cheating and cleared the gymnast of any wrongdoing. Phew! Maroney must have been relieved to hear that. But in addition to her alleged cheating controversy, the American gymnast came under fire once again at the 2013 World Championships. This time, it was for the incorrect use of a vaulting table. Yup, this graceful sport is scrutinized down to the most minute details. Maroney was intending to use a newer model of the table, but it hadn't been properly tested or approved by the FIG, which led to cries of cheating once again. To avoid a scandal, Maroney was penalized and given a 0.3 deduction from her overall score. Similarly, Russian gymnast Aliya Mustafina has also been penalized for incorrectly using her grip on the uneven bars. During the 2012 Olympic Games in London, Mustafina used a grip that wasn't approved by the federation, which led to a deduction in her score. This led many to question whether this was actually an attempt at cheating or simply a classic case of forgetfulness. With so many rules, right down to the kind of clothes gymnasts are allowed to wear, it shouldn't come as a surprise that minor infractions like these can occur from time to time. Now, Maroney and Sieta may have been cleared or received slaps on the wrist for their infractions, but others weren't so lucky. Olympic gymnast champion Oleg Vernayev was forced to miss out on the 2021 Tokyo Games after he tested positive for a banned substance called meldonium in August of 2020. The substance was developed in the then Soviet Union and banned from sports in 2016. As a result, the Gymnastics Ethics Foundation, which primarily deals with disciplinary cases, chose to ban Oleg for 4 years. Taking a page out of Louisa's book, Oleg claimed he had no idea how the substance entered his body, especially at a time when no serious international competitions were happening. In the end, he was ordered to pay a fine of $6,600 and will likely be out of the 2024 Paris Olympics as well. What a pity! Oleg denies his part in the doping controversy and will appeal the ruling to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Well, all I can say is, good luck with that. Rulings from the Gymnastics Ethics Foundation are incredibly difficult to reverse. So, from Simone Biles seemingly defying the laws of physics, to Oleg Vernayev not knowing how a substance entered his body, those were gymnasts who've been accused of cheating.